land of blessing. Africa, land of blessing. Africa, I'm black, I'm proud. I'm black, I'm proud.
Yes. Transportation is a system that is as old as human history. Survival instincts and necessity to meet the ends need has brought about a change of human interaction with social interrelationship that sets of movement from one place to another. Since then, transportation has continued to be the bedrock of any meaningful human development. In Lagos, it has been the wheel and the propelling force behind the policy thrust of the Sussex administration in the state. 1899 was the year when conscious attempt to develop proper transportation infrastructure began. A tramway designed to connect Lagos Island to Lagos Mainland came into full operation in 1902. It carries passengers and goods alike, but the death of a tramway in 1913, the reality of the need of more efficient transportation system in Lagos dawned on the people. This led to the rise of privately rail transport companies in Lagos. J.N. Zappa and Company in 1929 pioneered this initiative. It serves Lagos Metropolitan along Obalende, Apapa, and Idioro roads. In order to standardize and control transportation system in the margin city, these assets of J.N. Zappa and Company were acquired by Lagos Town Council. It was transformed into Lagos City Transport System when Lagos acquired the status of a city. Operating along with LCTS were new entrants into transportation industry. They are privately owned companies which include Bensi Transportation Company Limited, Oshinawa Transport Service Limited, Elia Service Company, and Union Nigerian Trading Company. There were also other unorganized operators. These were variously known as Bolekaja, Mulwe, or Jalekwe. They operate intra and intercity services with rapid organization. An increasing population of the state made up of those searching for collar jobs. The consequence of the oil boom of the early 1970s, the increasing numbers of vehicle ownership, which is in geometric proportion, became a major challenge as successive governments battled to contend with bulging traffic that the existing infrastructure could hardly cope with. Traffic in Lagos was becoming chaotic, stressful, and dangerous. In the metropolis with two boats, MF Babakekere and Itafaji, that had 400 passengers capacity, Lagos commenced ferry service between Maitu Jetty and Marina. Prior to this time, water transportation services was provided by Ricket Company, which operated small ferry service between Ebute Metta and Ebute-Ero, while Inland Waterways Department under the Federal Ministry of Transport operated same service between Marina and Apapa in 1957. Using one ferry named Katelyn, the initiation of a metro line project means unbearable additional effort to improve transportation in Lagos. This includes 278 new buses acquired for LSTC in 1986. Increase in ferry services flipped to 11 boats, completion of Kata Bridge, West Ramp, and the second phase of Third Access Road. The success achieved within the period was aborted with the tripartite mass transit system of road, rail and water transportation promoted by federal and state government. The rail services was still remained an exclusive preserved of federal government-owned Nigerian Railway Corporation and established in 1955, received a feeble intervention that hardly impacted on its operation. LSTC, which was experiencing epileptic operation, was again discontinued and is placed Federal Urban Mass Transit (FURMAN) was introduced. Jubilee Train was introduced in July 1992 during Governor Otedola administration transportation initiative. Under this program, government disengaged from direct running of public transportation as about 100 buses were released to private operators on Wortley with 30% subsidy. The ferry service, which was almost comatose, was rejuvenated with the acquisition with MF Odo Rongushi 1,000 passenger catamaran boat in 1993. For the first time, an intercity railway service was conceived through a partnership between the state and federal government. The earlier tripartite agreement was jettisoned as Jubilee Rail operated the two engine and coaches leased from Nigerian Railway Corporation at 45,000 naira per day. The suburban rail corridor to urban projecting in conjunction with the World Bank. The Jubilee scheme was for obvious reasons discontinued and is placed a Co-Transport Service Limited, which was established as a joint venture with Tata of India. Higher capacity buses were thus provided on soft list under revolving scheme to private operators, an idea similar to Jubilee scheme. The rail service was strengthened as other measures were adopted. Keke Maruwa Transportation Initiative also led to the introduction of three-wheeler, also called Keke Maruwa or NAPEP. It was strategy to reduce accidents associated with dangerous driving by commercial motorcycle or Okada, a growing phenomenon in the state's transportation sector, and the reflection of the state's failed transportation system. Lagos City Transport Service could not be sustained. The establishment of Lagos Metropolitan Area Transport Authority in 2003 marked the beginning of the implementation of Lagos Urban Transport Project (LUTP). This involved road networking improvement, construction of priority busway, improving junction layout, and providing pedestrians facilities. The Bus Rapid Transit (BRT), the major component of LUTP, has been delivered by the present administration, Governor Babatunde Raji Fashola, a product of continuity and general specialized services on both 21 routes in the states. Essentially, construction of priority busway, improving junction layout, and providing pedestrian facilities. The Bus Rapid Transit BRT, the major component of LUTP, has been delivered by present administration Governor Babatunde Raji Fashola, a product of continuity and general specialized services on about 21 routes in the state, essentially with air conditioner buses. Lagbus is now the largest interesting transport operators in West Africa. Indeed, there is a considerable restoration of orderliness in this initiative.
I'm black and proud. I'm black and proud. I've traveled all over the sea and over the land.